How's it going, friends? Today I'm bringing you this Whirlpool brand washer, a combo washer, a laundry center. This washer is having a problem. It doesn't spin, meaning it doesn't dry the clothes. So we're gonna turn it on and open the lid to see what's happening and listen to the sound it makes. So since it's not doing anything, we're going to remove the agitator where the fabric softener goes, and with the 7/16 socket, we're going to take out this screw. Once that's done, we'll remove the agitator and the piece underneath. Since this agitator comes in two parts, okay? That way we'll be able to tilt it to remove the transmission. The transmission is right here at the bottom along with the motor and the water pump. All I do is remove the water pump and disconnect the power, the motor wires, okay? So we're going to remove 3 screws that are holding it in place with a 1/2-inch socket. We'll take them out and the transmission should drop right out. So remember, we remove the water pump like this and disconnect the wires so that when we remove the screws, the weight doesn't pull on the wires, okay? Very carefully, we lower the transmission. Remember, this is heavy. You can't just let it drop because it'll fall and break, all right? And then we tilt it a little more to be able to take it out completely. Here I'm showing you the transmission, okay? We're going to remove all of this, but here I'm showing you what we're going to replace. This is the complete kit for the internal part of the transmission. These metal plates you see here rarely get damaged. Usually it's the smaller parts, okay? And we also need a container. So it could be this Coca-Cola bottle I have here, because when we remove the screws, oil is going to spill out. So to avoid making a mess, we use that. We're going to remove this upper part here from the clutch. Then we remove this seal you see here with a flathead screwdriver. We pull it towards us and that's it. And finally, there's a wire shaped like a hook, like a circle. You can also remove it with a flathead screwdriver, okay? Like this. And now, we lift this brake all the way up. And now we can go ahead and remove the 5/16 screws from the upper section of the transmission. So let's remove all of this, yung pasaintios. And with a spatula, we start to separate it like this, because the pressure itself seals it very tightly, okay? So we take off the top cover and let's see what we find here. And look at the gears. They look a bit drier. I thought this was going to have a lot more oil. So well, the oil has already gone down quite a bit. We need to top it up. And let's remove this little seal we have here at the top, okay? And now we're going to start replacing all the parts from the kit, okay? So it's starting to look like this. Now we can start putting in the other gear, okay? Remember to secure it with the seal that goes on the top. It has a piece where it slides in, which would be this one, and the seal, okay? So once that's done, we can go ahead and top up the oil to close the top cover. The edge, you have to clean it thoroughly, and you can also apply a little bit of silicone because this type of cover doesn't use a gasket. So make sure the edge is really clean, and then you can put the cover back on. Here we're testing it with a drill before installing it. It's washing, and now we're going to set it to spin. We wait for it to switch, and right away we can see that it's spinning, okay? So now we can go ahead and install this transmission. It's now completely ready, fully sealed. Here you can see a bit of the silicone also around the edges, okay? And now we're going to finish assembling the top part, which is the clutch, okay? So it should look like this. Remember the clamp, the retainer, the wire, that's the bottom. And the top part, okay? So once again, we install the transmission, secure the water pump, okay? With the safety plate and 3 screws using the 1/2-inch socket, okay? This one goes right here, okay? All right. So yeah, once that's done, we can go ahead and test it. And look, it's filling up. We're going to start a wash cycle now, okay? And now we're going to set it to spin so you can see how it drains the water and starts to spin, all right? Okay, friends, that's all for this video. We'll be back here with much more information. See you next time.